This panel is phenomenal. Rosanna Scotto, host of Fox 5's Good Day New York, and Elizabeth Pipko, former GOP national spokesperson. Politics of Emmy ladies will not go away, but I do worry. Here's my concern and why I bring it up a lot as a topic. I worry about it one day becoming our national policy. Like, in other words, Rosanna, we're living the experiment right now in New York City.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah.
The New Yorkers, the bred New Yorkers is holding down the fort right now because I think they want to chase us out. It's a fight for our money. All of a sudden, if you are doing well, they want to tax you out of spite. It's not even that they need it. They just want to spend it every which way that they do. And AOC saying, oh, you can't make $1 billion? Talk to Jay-Z, Brooklyn boy, right? He went from Clud-Fed to Money Mountain.
Right.
He made a lot of money.
Right. And here's the thing, so ultra and high net worth individuals around the world, Elizabeth, in just the last year, the growth has been phenomenal. Indonesia up 82%, Saudi Arabia up 63%, Poland up 63%, Vietnam, Sweden, Romania. You know what's not on the list? Western European nations. Yeah. And that's what the Democrats want America to be like those nations where they're not generating any kind of wealth.
You know what the problem is, and I was taught this as a little girl, but there is an opportunity cost to everything. And unfortunately, some of these countries, some of our leaders here on the left, unfortunately, don't believe that, right? They don't understand that it's like they started the economics class in college and never got to graduate. They don't know what happens when you implement some of these social programs like they want to do over in Europe, when you do the kinds of things that don't actually allow for a country to prosper. It's the opposite of what our nation was founded on. And leading up to America's 250th birthday, I'm excited for one that we are not European.
We're not, but a lot of powerful people want us to get there. And here's the flip side of that. We're the wealthiest nation that's ever existed, and we're on the verge of what they call the greatest money transfer ever. So some are saying, okay, maybe you don't confiscate the money, but you're going to have $94 trillion from boomers, another $21 trillion from the silent generation, and it's going to be handed over, just simply handed over. And I don't know if you all saw recently, Sting gave an interview where he says, handing over his fortune, he says, I think the worst thing you can do to a kid is to say you don't have to work. I think it's a form of abuse that I hope I'm never guilty of. It's a difficult thing, no?
I understand, and I've heard it from other people as well who are deciding, like, I'm only giving my kids this much. And by the way, only giving my kids this much is a lot, okay? It's several $1 million.
Right.
So they'll be okay. They have a nice cushion because they want their kids to go out there and work and feel valued, that they created and made something of their lives, not just they were handed it. But here in New York, at one point, Mayor Mamdani was talking about taxing anything over $750,000. I told my sister, my mom, if, God forbid, anything happens to her, if that goes into effect in New York City, she's moving to Dallas with my sister. My sister's like, oh, no, she's not. I said, well, they don't got any taxes there.
Right.
My mother is moving in with you.
And Elizabeth, I'm not trying to pick on your generation, but some are saying a lot of young folks are just waiting for this money to come in. Like, they know it's happening. They know grandpa, pop, the family's got cash. They're gonna fork it over. So why put in any effort?
I think you're wrong. I think you should pick on my generation. I don't think people pick enough on our generation. I think we've had it a little bit too easy. I was raised by two immigrants who reminded me every single day you can be as successful as you want, as wealthy as you want, as charitable as you want, as an individual in the United States of America. And I think too many people my age have forgotten that it is a personal responsibility to make that happen. So
the other thing that's interesting with not just South Korea, but all of a sudden these Asian countries are not having enough children. There's this thing called a replacement rate that every society has to have to replace the people that are left there. So Korea, all of them have fallen off. We already see this big time in Europe, also in China. I don't understand. I call it a suicidal funk because essentially there's not going to be any people. The United States is on the cusp of this, Rosanna. And this year will be the peak 18-year-olds. There will never be more 18-year-olds in America than there are right now unless we have a baby boom. But how do we spark something like that? Well,
first of all, we got to take the phones away. They have to learn how to communicate, forge relationships. We're seeing that. We're seeing that these kids don't know how to talk to people. And frankly, some of the schools are starting to take the phones away so the kids can talk during recess instead of being on their phone. But I will tell you, I have a daughter who's single. She's in her 30s, and she would love to get married. She would love to meet a nice guy. She's dated a bunch of them, but I've talked to matchmaking people. I've talked to people who've run apps, and they say, that some of the men, they're blaming it on some of the men, Elizabeth.
They always
I don't know.
do.
They're saying some of the men are always thinking they're one swipe away from something better, and so they're not committing.
Really?
In
All
New
of
York.
these guys, because I don't, the way I've read it, Elizabeth, is that the guys are just like one swipe away from being happy, whatever. Like what I've read is that the women have set the bar too high.
I don't know. I don't want to blame anyone. I got very, very lucky. I met my husband at 21 years old. I will say, I think if you put the phones down, to Rosanna's point, things can be a lot better for you. I think people have forgotten to communicate, but I'm doing my part. I don't know if you remember, Charles, last time I saw you on the show, I was hiding a 6-month pregnant belly. So I can tell everyone it's the best thing you will ever do. And please put the phone down, go start a conversation, find someone cute, crack a joke, and make yourself very, very
This is
happy.
really, congratulations, by the way. It is the most impressive, the most beautiful gift from God we can ever expect. 1975, by age 30, 91% of women were married, 81% of men. Now it's just 26% of women and 16% of men. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's the men who are the weak links here.
Listen, I don't know. I just see in New York, I get a feeling from talking to my daughter and her friends.
Right. So this is a solutions-oriented show. What can make it better? I think I've seen signs that people going to church and meeting people in church, meeting people, got to put the phone away, have to shake someone's hand, have to say hello, have to introduce yourself. Also, there was a study, Fox funded a Harvard study that says that maybe sports, Elizabeth, can cure the loneliness epidemic. Did you meet your husband jogging or something like that?
I met him making Donald Trump president in 2016. That was the best way to meet him. But sports are actually great. I think in general, if you have a healthy society, it encourages people to have the confidence to go up and meet someone, to smile, to crack a joke, to form a healthy relationship. Sports, I think, are the solution actually to a lot of our problems, and more people should get out there, put on some running shoes, and see what they can do.
So I saw this study, Rosanna, and I saved it for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah. Repetitive negative thinking is associated with cognitive function decline in older adults. And the reason I thought about you is you're one of the happiest people, even no matter what the topic is, no matter how dire things seem, when people see your face, you're a New York City, I want to say legend, right? And people know if it's a tough morning, put you on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a solution for a lot of this stuff, just to sort of not think so negatively. Maybe we should stop having segments like this.
Okay, maybe after this.
Or just keep Rosanna on for every one of them.
But no, I do think there's something to be said about positive thinking. And I have to say, I start every morning with a thank you. I get out of bed when the alarm clock rings at 4:30. Some days it's hard, but I go like this: thank you for my health, thank you for my family, thank you for this important job that I have. And then I go there and I try to be a comfort to people. And so it's very important, I think, to trick your brain into positive thinking.
Yeah.
And then it emanates out of your body.
We live in the most amazing nation in the world, and in one of the most amazing times in the history of humankind. And, maybe we should look at the positive side of it. I just worry about forces that are trying to nudge us away from what's really amazing and such a blessing. Ladies, thank you both very much.
Charles,
really
thank you.
appreciate it. Elizabeth and Rosanna. Okay, folks, coming up.